Hey everyone, today we're diving into the force that's completely reshaping how business gets done across the planet, artificial intelligence. We're gonna explore how AI is basically becoming the engine for global teamwork, tearing down barriers that have been around for, well, centuries. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so picture this. You're trying to run a project with teams in Mexico, Italy, and Japan. The time zones are a total mess, right? Communication feels clunky, and you just know that important little details are getting lost in translation. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's the daily grind for so many businesses. But that reality, it's starting to change, and fast.
And look, this isn't some far-off futuristic idea. It's happening right now. More than 2/3 of business leaders already say that AI is absolutely critical if you want to compete in today's global market. It's not a nice-to-have anymore, it's a must-have.
So, to really get our heads around this, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with how AI is breaking down those human barriers, like language. Then, we'll check out the smart tools that are streamlining all the logistics. After that, we'll see how it helps build the team itself, how to handle the challenges, and finally, we'll imagine what this borderless future actually looks like.
All right, first up, breaking down barriers. This is all about how AI is tackling the really fundamental human side of working together across the globe.
For as long as we can remember, the biggest hurdle has always been language. We've all used that phrase, lost in translation. Well, that was the old way of doing things. The new reality, thanks to AI, is all about real-time understanding. Language just isn't the roadblock it used to be.
And I'm not exaggerating here. This quote really nails it. AI is literally dismantling those language barriers. I mean, just think about a video call where everyone can see live captions in their own native language. That's not science fiction anymore. That's a feature you can use in tools like Microsoft Teams and Zoom today.
And this stuff has a huge real-world impact on the bottom line. Take Airbnb, for example. They started using AI to translate everything. Listings, reviews, messages. The result? A 30% jump in bookings from non-English speaking markets. That's a massive return, just from making it easier for people to talk to each other.
But it's not just about efficiency or money. It's about people. The data shows that when companies create this kind of inclusive communication, employee engagement goes through the roof, by up to 5 times. When people feel like they're truly heard and understood, they're way more invested and innovative. It's simple. Better communication tools build better, happier teams.
Okay, so once those communication barriers start to fall, we can move on to our second point, creating a much smarter way to work. This is all about how AI helps manage the day-to-day, practical side of global teamwork.
The time zone nightmare. We've all been there, right? Trying to schedule one meeting with people in New York, London, and Hong Kong, it feels like you're trying to solve an impossible math problem. It is a universal headache for any global team.
Well, that impossible puzzle, it's now being solved by AI. These smart scheduling tools can scan everyone's calendars and time zones in an instant and find the one perfect slot. It's the end of those endless "what time works for you" email chains. Thank goodness.
And that little convenience opens the door to something much bigger, a true 24/7 global workflow. So imagine your team in London wraps up their work for the day. As they're logging off, an AI task manager is already handing off the next steps to the team in Tokyo, who are just starting their day. The project literally never stops moving. It's a seamless, around-the-clock operation.
So, you've got this amazing communication and a 24/7 workflow. But who's actually doing the work? That brings us to how you build the team in the first place, and how AI is completely shaking up talent management.
AI is transforming the entire life cycle of an employee. It starts with finding the best people, no matter where they are in the world. Then, it helps screen them based purely on skills, which makes the whole process way more objective. After they're hired, it can deliver a personalized onboarding and even help them develop new skills over time.
And here's a really powerful case study for that. IBM used an AI recruitment platform to make their hiring process more objective, and the result, a pretty stunning 30% increase in diversity among their new hires. This just proves that AI, when you design it the right way, can help you build teams that are not only more talented, but also way more representative of the world we live in.
But, of course, it's not all perfectly smooth sailing. That brings us to the challenges of AI. We have to talk about the risks and, maybe more importantly, how you build trust in these systems.
So yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? What are the risks here? Because adopting any powerful new technology means you have to go in with your eyes wide open about the potential downsides.
And the challenges are definitely real.
AI translation can sometimes miss critical cultural nuance, which can be a big deal. Data privacy gets super complicated when you're sending info across borders with different laws, like GDPR. Then there's algorithmic bias, where a system can accidentally produce skewed results. And at the end of the day, even the most amazing tool is useless if your team won't actually use it.
But here's the good news. For every risk, there's a strategy. Worried about algorithmic bias? You need to do regular audits and tests with diverse data. Worried about data privacy? You need rock-solid encryption and constant compliance checks. The key is being proactive about this stuff, not waiting for something to go wrong.
And that brings us to our final section, the borderless future. This is where we put it all together and really understand the massive competitive advantage you get from having an AI-enabled global workforce.
This is such a critical point to understand. The whole goal of AI isn't to replace people, it's to amplify what they can do. By taking over the tedious tasks and breaking down all those communication barriers, AI frees us up to focus on what humans do best. Creativity, strategic thinking, and building real, genuine relationships with our coworkers around the world.
So, what does this all add up to? It adds up to a true competitive advantage. It means your organization can be more agile, more innovative, and way more resilient. It means you can literally bring together the best minds for any project, no matter where they live, and have them work together like they're all in the same room. That is the incredible power of a truly borderless organization.
So, as we wrap up here, I just want to leave you with this one final thought. The technology is here and it's getting better every single day. The question isn't if the world of work is going to become borderless, it's really just a question of when. So the most important question for all of us is your organization ready for it?